Ngayong araw ay aalamin po natin kung ano yung kahalagahan ng pagkakaroon ng maayos at dekalidad na pagtulog. Pero bago yan, panoorin po muna natin to.
Sa mundong puno ng deadlines, gadgets at endless distractions, sleep often takes a backseat. We think that staying up late to finish work or binge watch our favorite series is the key to success. Pero the hard truth is, sleep is the ultimate game changer. Dahil ang pagtulog ay hindi lang para mag-recharge ng katawan. It's also when your brain gets to process everything you've learned the whole day. So hindi lang ikaw ang magigising the next day, pati ang productivity mo. Hindi lang yan. According to science, a good night's sleep strengthens memory, boosts creativity, and helps your mood. Kaya kung gusto mong mag-level up, it's time to prioritize sleep. Kaya naman ngayong umaga, alamin na natin kung ano ba ang iba pang benefits ng tamang pagtulog dito sa Rise and Shine Pilipinas.
At kaugnay nga po niya, makakapanayan po natin ang General Physician na si Dr. Via Roderos Galban. Magandang umaga po at welcome back dito sa Rise and Shine Pilipinas. Doc Via.
Doc Via, good morning.
Hi, good morning. Good morning po sa ating mga manonood.
Ayan, Doc, ano po ba yung kahalagahan ng sapat na tulog sa kalusugan ng isang tao? At paano po ito nakakaapekto yung kakulangan ng tulog sa ating pang araw-araw sa ating buhay at kalusugan?
Alright, now this is a very interesting topic because when we talk about sleep, gaya nga ng nasabi sa video kanina, medyo hindi natin siya nabibigyan ng ganong kahalagahan. But actually, to maintain our physical well-being, not actually just physical but also mental well-being, sleep is as important as diet and exercise. Gaano po tayo kaliksi, ka-alert during the day, is because of how much or how good we slept from the night before. And gaano po tayo ka-productive, is actually affected by our sleep. There are a lot of things that we can benefit from kapag po nagkaroon tayo ng maayos at sapat na tulog. Not only when it comes to our physical health, but also with the way we take care of our mental well-being. So, sa iba't ibang parte po ng katawan natin at sa iba't ibang systems ng katawan natin, may epekto po yung sleep. Kaya, ang sleep hindi dapat binabalewala kasi it's as important again as how you eat and how you do your physical activity.
Doc Via, nabanggit mo yung mga epekto, Yung pagka wala po kayong tulog o kaya kulang sa tulog, ano naman yung epekto nun sa immune system natin?
Right. That's actually important, Kasi your sleep actually helps you recover and repair, In the day, throughout the day, we experience a lot of activities, metabolic activities, that causes breakdown, During sleep, doon tayo nagkakaroon ng chance to recover and repair, yung mga parte ng katawan natin or our internal system, so that when we do our daily activities and when we're awake, we're at optimal shape. Actually, when we talk about lack of sleep, in the long run, magkakaroon yan ng magkakaroon yan ng risk factors, especially in the different body systems natin, If you don't have enough sleep, especially kapag palagi kang puyat, hindi mo nababawi or you don't recover from sleep deprivation, you're actually at higher risk of cardiovascular diseases, yung mga metabolic diseases, kasi hindi nga nagkakaroon ng chance for your body to repair itself. This is also important for kids, especially for kids when they grow up.
Well, Doc, kinalakihan po natin yung turo ng mga doktor na 8 hours daw po ang tamang tulog ng isang tao sa isang araw. Pero gayon pa man, nung nag-adult na tayo, nasa 4 to 5 o 6 hours lang ang tulog natin normally. Ilan po ba yung tamang bilang ng oras ng tulog na kailangan ng isang adult para mapanatili yung maganda at maayos na kalusugan?
Right. Okay, no? So sa iba't ibang ages, no, may mga iba't ibang recommended hours no, of sleep. For adults actually, no, Sir Audrey, medyo mas taasan pa natin. No? Ang recommendation ng experts no, is 7 to 9 hours. 7 hours actually is enough. No? One of the things no, that we recommend also, especially kapag nagkakaroon or nakaka-experience yung isang tao ng sleep deprivation, no, there are benefits to sleeping more than 7 hours, no, especially kapag nga wala kang masyadong tulog. No? But it depends, of course, on what your age. No? Of course, yung mga teenagers, yung mga bata, mas kailangan nila ng mas mahabang sleep duration kasi nga they're still growing, no, yung mga buto nila nag-grow pa, no? Pero tayo, no, for us to optimally function, no, and our body to heal and repair itself, no, fight off infections, fight off viruses, bacteria, no, we need roughly 7 to 9 hours, no, which is why it's important na nataasan po natin yung number of hours that we sleep. Yeah.
Alright, Doc Via, nabanggit mo nga itong numbers of hours of sleep, pero ano po ba yung karaniwang sanhi ng insomnia, yung mga nahihirapan matulog? At meron ka bang tips para malabanan to? Does it have to include lifestyle tsaka pagkain?
Right. Sleep hygiene is important. Minsan nagkakaroon tayo ng insomnia, no, or yung hirap sa pagtulog because no, our sleep cycle no, is not optimal. No? Like for example, if we don't get enough hours of sleep or if we become too stimulated no, before bedtime, no, that might cause us no, to lose or at least no, have difficulty sleeping. No? That's why what I usually recommend dun sa mga patients ko no, is an hour before you sleep or an hour before your bedtime, no, you refrain from using gadgets no, or at least screen time. Para at least no, your brain decides or your brain eases into resting or shutting down. Another is kapag hindi tayo nagkakaroon ng healthy sleep cycle or at least a regular sleeping pattern, no, medyo maguguluhan yung katawan natin. Ay kailan ba ito matutulog, no? That's also can be a cause of insomnia, no. So we can try as much as we can no, na meron talagang time no, na this is my bedtime. Like for example, 10-11 p.m. no, I will already sleep. Kasi it will help your body also regulate. No, alam na ng katawan mo na matutulog ka na at this hour. No. Sometimes yung iba will have mental health conditions or mental health issues no, that causes also insomnia.
Well, ikwento ko lang to experiences sa inyo, no, Doc Via. Gabi, napainom kami ng maraming soft drinks kaysa sa tubig.
Okay.
No, dahil galing kami sa basketball, nag-celebrate kami, masaya kami, kumain, tapos uminom ng soft drinks. Hindi ako nakatulog, Doc Via. May epekto ba yung sugar? Too much sugar bago ako matulog sa pagtulog mo?
Right, no? It's not so much as the sugar, no? It has an effect, but probably, no, that particular soda, no, or yung soft drinks na nainom has caffeine, no? Caffeine actually keeps you awake, no? Baka naka-epekto din yun, no? Yung sugar kasi medyo baka nagkaroon ka rin ng sugar high, but eventually you will crash, no? When you crash, of course, magkakaroon ka ng low energy, that will actually make you more sleepy. Kaya minsan, no, after a meal, medyo, medyo antok, no? But actually, what probably kept you awake, no, number one, the caffeine in the soda, no? And also kasi, it was after a physical activity. When you work out kasi, no, sometimes, no, your body becomes more alert, no? Because you release endorphins that helps you feel good. So, that might be the reason also bakit hirap matulog. No? That's why it's important no, that at least an hour, we wind down already our activities para to prepare us to have a good sleep for the night.
Para sa akin kasi, Joshua, no, parang talent yung pagtulog eh. Kasi may mga kakilala ko
Masa?
na masandal lang.
Oo, masandal lang.
Nakakatulog. Ako, ang hirap na ako. Lahat na ginawa ko, naligo na ako ng mainit sa gabi, tapos pinrepair mo na yung sarili mo. Ang hirap pa rin matulog. Pero yung iba, konting sandal,
Masandal
tulog
lang,
na.
naghihilik pa.
Ang galing, ano? And anyway, maraming salamat po sa pagbabahagi sa amin ng impormatibong kaalaman patungkol sa kahalagahan ng pagkakaroon na maayos na pagtulog sa ating kalusugan. Maraming salamat po, Dr. V. Roderos Galvan.
Thank you, Sir Audrey, Sir Josh. Maraming salamat po and good morning.
Thank you, Doc.